Hi guys, it's Lita. So I wanted to share with you that I bought a curio cabinet. I found this on Facebook Marketplace and I've been looking for a curio cabinet, but I didn't want a tall one, so this one is perfect. It fits in the same spot that I had a table, and it's nice because it has doors and I can put stuff in it. And this is not like in any way an antique. The lady tried to tell me that, but there's a huge sticker that says made in China on it. So there's that. But it's in pretty good condition. It's definitely a decent cabinet. So this cabinet does have a light in it. However, the person that owned it cut the wire. You'll see in a second. I'm trying to get it out for you guys. Yeah, they just cut the plug off the wire. I don't understand. And it's like an old fluorescent bulb, so I don't know if I'm going to even mess with that. I did try to I took the ballast out, but that's all I could get out because I'm really afraid of like breaking the bulb. But I'm going to fill the cabinet up with a bunch of my stuff. I have a lot of little things all over my house that I would like to put in there. All of the stuff that was on the table where this cabinet is now is like all over my house, and that's the table that was where the cabinet is. So I'm just gonna dust it off, and the sides of the door are actually plexiglass, which is nice. When we were transporting it, I didn't have to worry about possibly breaking curved glass. But as you can see, one of the doors doesn't close right. So I got her to knock 50 bucks off because it looks like the cabinet was dropped at some point and one of the hinges is a little messed up because it doesn't close all the way. But I feel like for 100 it's not bad. Yeah, this is the light cord and the ballast that I took off, and I'm just trying to wipe down the cabinet. It wasn't really that dirty. There's the ballast that I removed, but like I that is scary trying to pull that light out. I do not want to explode that light. And then I'm just trying to get like an idea of what different tablecloths I could use that would work. Unfortunately, that kind of messes with the doors, so I won't be able to use that. But I have a couple other options that I can put on there. Okay, so this is the curio cabinet pretty much set up for the most part. I don't know what to do about the light. Like, I can't get it out, and it's like an old fluorescent bulb, so I'm kind of scared to like break it and have glass everywhere. So I guess it's just gonna stay there, and like maybe I'll buy some LED lights to just like stick in the top of it because it has like a recessed top, so you wouldn't be able to see it really. But I didn't film putting stuff in because the reflection is really bad. I might have to shut this big light off so you guys can see. But yeah, I've got it pretty well stocked. Honestly, like I'm really happy with the size of it and everything. This was a pretty good purchase for $100 because I have 3 shelves that I can put stuff in, and like all the stuff that was in this cabinet was pretty much sprinkled all over my house. And I think I showed the table beforehand, like what the table looked like before I got this cabinet. It's this table over here. Sorry, it looks like super messy in here. We just have like boxes that we have to burn, but it rained yesterday. So I couldn't burn them. And usually when I like go ahead and burn all the boxes, we end up needing a box, so I'm kind of trying to hold off on burning them. But like that shouldn't be under there. But this is the table that was over there originally where the cabinet is, and a lot of this, like this cauldron and the bird cage, were underneath the table on the ground, which wasn't ideal, but like I didn't really have anywhere else to put it, so it had to go on the ground, which is another reason that the cabinet that I found was great for the price. $100 is not bad. I don't think. Like, I just feel like it's probably not like the best made cabinet, but it's what I wanted. I just wanted a low Curio cabinet. I didn't want like a tall one because I don't have room to put a tall one anywhere right now. The coffin bookshelf takes up a lot of room, and then I have stuff all over my walls, so like a bookcase is just not feasible. So this like lower Curio cabinet that I found on Facebook Marketplace is actually perfect for this spot. It sticks out a little more than that table used to, but like not much. We're talking inches, and it doesn't like interrupt the pathway to our front door, which we never use anyways. So that's great. I'm like really happy that I found this, and it was local. Like we didn't really have to drive too far, like not hours or anything. It was like 40 minutes. So, and all the stuff on the top is stuff that was on top of the table with a couple things added. I don't think I'm like completely done like tweaking what's up here. I feel like I need risers for some stuff to like make them higher. And then I'm not like, this mirror is kind of what I'm talking about, because it's like kind of hidden behind this. But I think, I don't know, I might move that somewhere. Maybe I'll move that coffin. Just some of this stuff is a little tall for the Curio cabinet, which is fine. And I will show you guys what's in it, but I just want to make sure you guys can see. So I'm probably gonna have to shut that light off and show you guys what's inside, because I can open these two side doors right here, but this middle is just like a pane of glass that you can't open, so you have to like open these doors to put stuff in the middle. And that door is why I wanted I talked her down from 150. I gave her $100 because like that door, I don't know if this cabinet got like dropped or whatever, but it doesn't really shut that well. So I don't know if there's like a problem with the hinge or whatever, but like, see how it's like off? I feel like it's like a hinge problem, like the hinge got bent or whatever. But it's fine. Like it's like you hardly notice it unless you're like staring right up on the cabinet. But I will kill this big light and show you guys what I put in here.
That would be my big fat ass.
Okay, hopefully you guys can see Fat Butts is gonna be joining us for this. It's just trying to figure out what I'm doing over here, I think. So this first top section is kind of like religious religious iconography.
What the hell did you just say?
I don't know why I'm struggling to say that. Iconography. And then this is kind of random, but I just thought about that I had this in the kitchen and you can't really see it, but it's the gumball from Target, and it's just got a bunch of glow-in-the-dark skulls and femur bones that are like that. I don't remember if they're glass or plastic, but they glow in the dark, so I'm hoping that at night this will like glow a little bit since it's been in this cabinet. I don't know. We don't usually have the big lights on in this house, so I don't know how much light it's gonna get. But then this is just like a random candle that I like the jar because it says poison. Like there's no candle left in that. And then back there is just a crystal cross that I thrifted. This is the like a Virgin Mary bust, but I did a little DIY to it, and I just think they look really cool like DIY'd. So it's porcelain, so it's kind of hard to paint and have the paint stay on, so I had to use a lot of paint for it. And then back here is a light up crystal church that I also thrifted. I just thought it was pretty. This is just a wood crucifix that I thrifted from Goodwill. A lot of the stuff is from Goodwill, and it's like meant to hang on the wall, but I don't really want to put crosses on my wall. Just a personal preference, like no religious thing with that. Just I don't really want them on my wall. I do have like a Celtic cross that I'm going to probably put up, but that'll be the only exception. And I think it's interesting that it has like the 2 D-rings that you can hang the cross upside down or right side up. I didn't put that on there. It came that the crucifix came like that. So, and then in the back we have just like this ceramic cherub candle holder. It can do like a pillar candle or a tapered candle, and I just thought the cherub faces were like super creepy on it, so I bought it. Also thrifted from Goodwill. And then this Celtic cross right here is another, why isn't it focusing? The Celtic cross right here is another Goodwill thrift. I think it's just like a random cross, or maybe it has some, oh no, it's definitely a cross. Monster Boyce cross located in Dublin. It's acknowledging for being the most beautiful in Ireland. On site at an early Celtic monastery. Cool. I didn't know that this was an actual cross. So that's neat. That's actually like a important cross in Ireland. Okay, this next shelf is kind of like oddities, I guess. So just a deer antler that I thrifted, a phrenology bust. This was from TJ Maxx. They sell like a super big one, which like I almost got, but like now I'm kind of glad that I went for the smaller one because it fits in here just barely. And then I have a palmistry hand. This is actually like the jewelry display hands that you get from Michael's, but I painted it to be a palmistry hand because like I wanted a palmistry hand. And I feel like at the time there were no like palmistry hand decor floating around, so I just made my own. And now it's like all over, like especially during Halloween season you can find a palmistry hand. But I hand painted that. It's a little dusty. I did dust most of this stuff, but towards the end I was kind of like just over it, and I just needed to get stuff in the cabinet. And I was doing other things while I was like trying to fill this. Then we have some Palo Alto. This is a buckeye, some sage, and these are shark teeth from PCB, Panama City Beach. That was a gift. And then I guess we'll try and do some of the middle. Actually, we'll do the middle in like its own section because I think it's gonna be hard for you guys to see it. So this is actually a hanging candle holder, but it's ceramic, so I'm kind of scared to hang it from the ceiling because I don't want it to break. It's pretty heavy, so it would have to actually be in a stud and securely hung, which I'm not confident on. So it's gonna live in here. I think it looks pretty good in here, and it'll be nice because it probably won't get as dusty as it usually does, because like all these little flowers and stuff get dust in them like crazy. This is the ghost cloche that has been very popular throughout the years. It does light up. I'm pretty sure the batteries are out of it, so it doesn't light up right now. I try and take the batteries out of all of the stuff that requires batteries because I don't generally light the stuff up very often. So, and then this is like a glass blown sheet ghost that I got from Home Goods this year, and I think you can put a candle in it to like light it up. Obviously an LED candle would probably be the way to go with that, but it's like glass and you can kind of see through it. And then we will go to, see what I mean about this door? It just doesn't shut right, but that's okay. It still looks good. Then we'll go to the other side, and then I will show you guys the middle. Okay, so this is the other side. So just some like just random stuff. Honestly, this is full of all of the stuff I've collected over the years from various stores, and honestly like just different parts of my life. So that is from Dollar Tree. I found this little like cauldron thing at an antique store or a thrift store. I'm not sure. It's not there anymore. So I think it has something like etched on it. Yeah, I think it says like matches or something on it. It's like etched. Somebody etched it by hand because it's a little wonky. I got these two dead bird figures, Victorian figures, this year from TJ Maxx. And I have the ghost cloche from Target years ago. And my plan with that is to fill it with like cotton blossoms, but I haven't been home. Every time it's like harvest time, you can just pick cotton off of the road down here. So that's why it's not full, but it's gonna have like actual cotton blossoms with like the leaves still attached to it. I think that'll look really cool in the ghost cloche rather than just like shoving cotton in it. And this is a little figure from Panama, using like wearing the traditional like festive Panama dress. And then I have a paper mache unicorn that was like bought for me like plain, like it was just like brown paper, and I just painted it and did like little face detail in the hair and stuff like that, and the detail on the horn. I didn't go too crazy with it. I just wanted like a simple unicorn. We have a deer skull that I thrifted. A lot of the skulls I thrifted from Goodwill, or like they got picked up off the side of the road. So, and then on the next shelf we have some gargoyles. I am a big fan of gargoyles. I have a couple, and I just try and like pick them up when I can find them, but it is honestly really hard to like thrift stuff like this, and I would like to purchase like more of them, but I don't know, I just haven't. So this little like 3 set that's very cute, I found that at Goodwill, which is such a find for my Goodwill. It's really hard to find this kind of stuff at my Goodwill. It's like few and far between. This is, I believe, an Alchemy England candle holder that I've had. I feel like that's what this is from. I had that forever, and unfortunately one of my dogs like knocked it off the coffee table, which is why one of the wings is broken. Just another reason to have stuff in a cabinet so that doesn't happen. And then, oh, this is Natural Wonders. I've had this forever too. I feel like I got this when I was like in high school at the mall or something. 1996. That's crazy. And then this owl nightlight I've just had all of my life. It still works. It's super, super old. Looks like it got a little broken too. That's okay. Like, I just keep it for nostalgia. I'm pretty sure it was my grandmother's at one time, so, and she gave it to me, so I've hung on to it ever since. This is just this was a coffin candle. Pretty sure that came from Target, and there's just some vertebrae chilling in there. This is a giant shell that I bought. I'm pretty sure that's from, I think it's like from Brazil somewhere. I'm pretty sure that's where I picked that up at, and I was like in elementary school, so I couldn't tell you exactly where. And then in the back here I have the tarot by Del Toro. So I feel like I showed this in a haul video, but it comes with a book, and the detail on the cards on this is very, very cool. And I got this off of Facebook, one of the like Halloween groups that was like going through their collection and selling stuff that they didn't want anymore. And I got a pretty good deal on that, and it's like not been opened or like messed with. It's like in immaculate condition. So, and then this is the, oh my god, it's so dark down here. This is the bottom row. So I have this little, this is like a wind up toy. Ooh, there's like a spider living in there. Okay. But it's like that, one of those wind up key toys. And I found it in an antique shop, and they actually didn't charge me for it. They just gave it to me. So, and I still have the key on my like car keys chain. I've never taken it off, but yeah, it's just a little wind up ladybug. This is like one of those jumping toys. Like it has a suction cup on the bottom, and Like if you stick it on the ground, it won't work on this floor actually, but it just like bounces up after the suction cup releases. And it's a little grasshopper, and it's made out of wood. That little guy came from Brazil, and I just had him ever since. I have the Target hand votive holder, and then in the back, hopefully you can see, I have it's just like a spider bowl that came from either TJ Maxx or Home Goods, I feel like. Then I have this is like a votive holder too, just this like spooky witch. My mom sent me that. It also came with a jack-o'-lantern, but the jack-o'-lantern didn't make it. So all I have is the witch, which is fine. Like, I love her face. It's so creepy. And then this is a poison bottle that like lights up and does like swirly water effects when it's lit up. It's really, really cool looking. I love that thing. And oh, I missed the other like light up thing. So I've always wanted a crystal ball, but I was okay with getting like a fake looking one. And I know the ones with like the hands that have all the rings on them, like the fortune teller crystal ball, has been super popular during like Halloween season. Like you can find them all over the place, and I did like that one, but I found this one on Home Depot's website, and I just feel like I just like it a lot better than the hands, because it's like got like a Halloween theme, but like it kind of gives off like spookier vibes. Like it's not like cutesy, like the trees are like spooky, but they also look like hands. And then like I feel like the jack-o'-lantern in the middle gives off Sam vibes for sure. And that also lights up, but the batteries are out of it. And then the last thing on this side is, hopefully you guys can see him. I guess I'll just take him out. I'm sure you guys have seen him before because he comes out during Christmas, but I don't want to put him away for Christmas, like up in the attic, because it's honestly just laziness. And I think he's kind of too cool to put away. So this is a Krampus incense burner, and like when you light him, it like comes out of his mouth, like the smoke, the incense smoke does. And he's missing a horn. I don't know where the other horn is. I could probably make a replacement horn, and maybe I'll do that at some point, but that's just not a priority right now. But he's just like a really well-made figure. The guy, oh, that's why the other horn is missing. The guy that made this did such a good job. Like the detail on this is crazy. I don't know why my phone is like struggling to focus on everything right now. Yeah, look at that face. Crazy detailed. So yeah, that is this side, and then I will try and show you guys the middle. Okay, so we're going to start from the bottom and go up. And I can't take any of this stuff out for you guys, so I'm just going to have to tap on the glass and point at it because I would have to take it out from the sides, and as you can see, the sides are all full. So this is a deer skull that I thrifted. This is like a little trinket box from Alchemy England that I've had forever. If you can't tell, it's like chipped, and there's a big chip in the back, which is why it's facing this way, but I won't ever get rid of it. I love it. It's like one of my first probably gothic pieces of like home decor that I purchased in my life. So, and then the skull behind it was hand painted by Kara Kay. She sent that to me. We like swapped just like spooky boxes and stuff like that. So she painted that and sent me that. And then I found this amazing metal jack-o'-lantern this year at Home Goods, and they only had one of them. So I don't know how many of those are floating around, but I bet it's not a lot. And that is such a good looking piece of like decor, and it's metal and it's heavy. That thing is legit. So I was so happy to find that. And then the next shelf, this is kind of like a random shelf. So I have a knife decorated with Michael Myers. That came from Fright Crate, which was a subscription box. I'm pretty sure they are no longer around, but they did have some good items. I have a couple things around my house from them, and that knife is one of the good items. I think that's really cool. Then we have a puzzle box that I think came from Loot Crate. It's like a Rubik's Cube. The frog came from Walmart. I just like his face. I think he's like so funny looking. And then the crow and the skull came from Walmart as well. That skull in the back lights up, and that was purchased a while ago from TJ Maxx, like we're talking years. Another deer skull. The candle in a close came from Dollar General. That's such a good item. Like, it's actually like really like heavy duty glass and everything. And then the tombstone came from At Home a while ago. The skull with the leaves in it is from Michael's a while ago. And I think that's pretty much everything on this shelf. And then this is the last shelf inside of the cabinet, and then I will show you guys the very top and go over those items with you too. So first thing is the ghostly greeting sign. I don't know where the sign is from, but I found it at Goodwill, and I just really like it. I feel like it's kind of like an older sign. And then I have a glass coffin from Michael's that has rib bones in it. I think those are deer bones. And then I just have a little ghosty back there, and you guys saw the cherub candle holder. And that is everything in my Curio cabinet. So now let's talk about the top of the cabinet. Okay, not too much stuff up here. I have 2 wax warmers. I've had this wax warmer forever. This is my original like wax warmer, and then over the years I have purchased others, just like filter them through my house because I really do love wax warmers. This one came from Tractor Supply, and this is the witch hat. I have to put this in the cabinet actually. This is the witch hat that came with the pumpkin that didn't make it with that witch I showed you guys. And I just have some fake black plants from Target. This lamp came from Amazon. It was a birthday present from Robert, and it's cool because you can just touch it and change the brightness of it. So that's neat. And then I just found this like frame from Goodwill. I don't want to pick it up because it's like a little temperamental, like the backing falls out of it quite easily, but I just put this Plague Doctor's print that I got from, oh, I can't remember the name of the box, but it's like the box that I just got recently. That print came in that. I'll try and put the name of that box down below because they're still in operation. And then I just have this coffin box. This was originally from Target. It's a little dusty. This is hard to get the dust off because it's like plexiglass, so like the dust doesn't come off very easily. And then I just have this Santa Muerte candle in there. I really wanted to put this whole thing in the curio cabinet, but it is too tall, so it will not fit. So it's probably gonna stay there, but it might move around the top of this cabinet. And then I have my mirror from QVC. Lots of people have this mirror. It's a very good Gothic decor piece. I love it. This is a deer skull that was ethically sourced. Like somebody gave it to me because they had like a deer that got hit and the deer was in their yard, and they just pulled the skull out of the debris, and I just left it in my backyard to like clean itself, like let nature do its course. And then I just purchased a like lamp kit and put a Christmas bulb in it and like put it in the skull, so it's like a little skull lamp. And then I just have another black plant back here. This is the Cracker Barrel Ghost in all its glory. And then I just have this little jar for where I keep my wax melts. I have to break this down and stick them in there. And then this, I framed this up myself, but it is a human body tag for like when they transported human bodies back in the day, from Wells Fargo. So I got that off of Depop for like super cheap for what it is. I feel like that's like a really different item, and I think I only paid like $10 for it. But yeah, I just stuck it in an antique frame that I say antique, but like came from Goodwill, but it looks old, so and it kind of matches. I don't know, I feel like I did a really good job framing that. And then this is just a bracelet that I got from Spooky Box Club that like I'd like to wear, but like I can't because it's actually really awkward to wear. So I just hung it on this. And then I just put this mirror out here on this because I'd like it to be out because it's just been in my bedroom, but you can't actually like use it as a mirror because it's got those specs in it. So I'd like it to be like a display piece, but I just have to figure out where it's gonna go on here. And that is everything in my Curio cabinet. This has really opened up a lot of space for like the other areas of my house because I had a lot of stuff on this coffee table that I just didn't know what to do with, because I didn't have any place to put it, and it's just like little stuff. So like, where do you actually put it if you don't have like shelves? And my coffin bookshelf was like pretty full of stuff. Like obviously it still looks full, but that's because I've taken the other items in my house that like couldn't fit in this and put them back in here. And I think I'm probably going to like move some of these little jars into that, like in the background, just to like fill the background space up. So like this is just this is a piece of coral and amethyst. And I actually got my Crypt Keeper out. He was sitting in our computer room by my desk, and I was like, that's kind of like a waste because you can't really see him. So I just put him in between my Stephen King hardbacks and put his little book down here so he can read. The only downside with him being here is I can't plug him in, but that's okay. Like I honestly wouldn't be doing that very often anyways. And if I really wanted to, I could just move him somewhere else. But, and then I had these Goosebump books in our bedroom, just like sitting on a nightstand because I couldn't fit them in here. But now they can go in the actual bookcase, and it just, yeah, this just opened up a lot more space for me to put stuff in my bookcase, which is great. And that's pretty much it. Just give you a shot of the coffin bookshelf. Yeah, I feel like this looks a lot better. Oh yeah, and I was able to put my haunted house, which has just been floating all over this house. Like first it was in my bathroom and then that shelf fell down, so I couldn't put it up there anymore. And then it was on my nightstand, and then it's been over by our TV. And it's just been everywhere. But I think it looks really good on my coffin bookshelf. I think I'm going to move like this alien costume. This, I feel like it came from Bandbox. Wow. Maybe that Rubik's Cube is from Bandbox too. It could be. I'm not exactly sure. That was a while ago that I got that box. Super long ago. But yeah, that is me getting a curio cabinet and putting everything in the curio cabinet. And I feel like my doll looks good next to this cabinet. It's just really like elevated. This side of the room looks like super put together now. I can show you guys the stuff that I put on the table that used to be there. This table, I don't want to get rid of it because it's actually like kind of a nice table and it was free. Like we just found it, so I'm kind of not willing to part with it. And I think it'll work here, but like obviously we have like a full house right now, so it looks a little chaotic, but like it is what it is. It's whatever. It's not a big deal. So yeah, I just have this cauldron, and then I can actually display the Venus fly traps from Michael's up on something where you can see them, because they were like buried on my TV stand. And then I just kind of tried to fill the space out with like stuff that like has been on like my dining room table that like shouldn't be, but there was nowhere else to put it, so just kind of tried to fill this space out a little bit. And I feel like if you ignore the boxes, just ignore the boxes, I feel like it like looks pretty good there. But like I don't really have anywhere else to put it, and I'm not ready to like donate it or get rid of it, because like I've had this table for a while. It was like one of the first pieces of furniture that we got for free when I moved down here, so it's kind of sentimental, and I don't think I'm going to get rid of it. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up really quick, but I don't know if you guys know this, but like I guess there's a SpongeBob SquarePants movie coming out, and I found this at Walmart. It's the Flying Dutchman like ship from SpongeBob, and it glows in the dark, and you get like the Flying Dutchman and SpongeBob, and it's like the whole ass ship. Like I was so excited to find this. So like I found this at Walmart. Honestly, it should probably gonna go in the curio cabinet. So because I just think it's really cool. Like honestly, the Flying Dutchman for like side characters is like probably my favorite side character from SpongeBob SquarePants, besides like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, you know what I mean? But I just want to show that to you guys, because I think that's really, really cool. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about like any of the items that I showed during this journey of me getting a curio cabinet and like filling the curio cabinet up with the stuff that I have already, let me know in the comments down below. And thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on other social media. My links will be posted in the description box down below. Hit that notification bell so you guys know when I upload. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.